Hey guys, and welcome back to Pro Speed Baseball. We're back with Aroldis Chapman, and we're breaking down his mechanics piece by piece to show you how he efficiently and effectively uses each one of these pieces to maximize velocity. Let's get started. Okay guys, today we're going to talk about the hips and how we actually use the hips in the pitching mechanics, how we keep them closed. And if you're tired of those coaches saying use your hips, use your legs, and you don't know what that means, well, this is the video for you. This is going to show you how to use the hips in the pitching mechanics, and we're going to show you one really easy step to be able to do this every single time. Now, the reason it's so important to keep our hips closed during the stride is that if we let these hips open, say we get going forward here, and when these hips start firing open early, we're now losing out on all that stored energy that we've built up, and we're going to have nothing to fire right before we want to release the ball. And also, if we open up too early, we're going to throw that kinematic sequence off, and now all that speed and power that would have come from the lower body is now gone. We're now forced to put a ton of stress on the arm in order to make up from the speed that we lost from opening up the hips prematurely. And that being said, we want to keep these hips closed and loaded until right before our foot lands on the clay and starts leveraging the ground for power. Now, a great way to work on this and to make sure that our hips stay as closed as possible is we pay attention to our lead foot. If our lead foot is closed, then our hips are going to be closed. The human foot can only rotate very minimally on its own. Therefore, to get in this position, as you can see, Aroldis' logo on his shoe is pointing towards the camera. For our foot to rotate this much, we have to internally rotate the hips. If we simply think close our foot more, we are going to unconsciously load our hips. There's no way around that. That's just how the body works. So if our goal is to keep our hips closed until the last second, if we key off of our foot and follow the nice down and out stride path, we are going to be maximizing the power that we can gain from the hips. Now, if we take Chapman back up to the top and we start his stride, we're going to see that his ankle is actually turned and pointed towards the catcher. Guys, this is a little extreme. It doesn't have to be this close, but this is going to be a great visual for you. His logo is pointing directly at us, and the only way for this to be accomplished is if we do internally rotate these hips. So what you can do at home when you're working on this is you're going to key off of the logo of your shoe or the side of your foot. And we're going to take Chapman all the way through, and we're going to pay attention to that logo. And as he's going through, we can see that it is gradually opening, and we can see right before it lands, it is pointing directly at the catcher, and then it's going to snap open, and now the logo is pointing in the opposite direction as to where it started from the very top. So this is the very simple move that we can do to make sure that our hips stay close to the last second. What we're going to do is we're going to keep our logo of our shoe on the side of our foot pointed in front of us for as long as possible, and at the very last second we're going to fire that front foot open and get the logo of our shoe pointing directly behind us. And guys, if we key off this foot, we are going to unconsciously use those hips to their maximum ability, being as we can only get this foot closed if we internally rotate the hips, and we can only open this foot this much if we externally rotate the hips. And if we do this at the very last second, we have now efficiently kept those hips closed into an extremely powerful body movement that leads to a ton of arm speed. Due to the fact that we are now syncing everything up properly and everything is firing at the right time, all by just keying off of our lead foot. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, stay tuned. I got a great bonus coming up for you. I'm going to play a preview out of our pitching series, and if you click on the link in the preview, it'll take you to a place where you can see the entire pitching series for absolutely free of charge. Go ahead and check that out, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys soon. We're going to go palm down, and we're going to make sure that our palm immediately starts working towards facing the catcher. So if there was an eyeball on my palm, it would be looking directly at the catcher, and we're going to make sure that our hand is rotated downwards, almost like our fingers are going to be sticking down into the ground. Okay, so palm down, palm back out with our fingers down, and that's how we separate the front side. Now the back side, if